Hello everyone, so we are back with Leetcode daily challenge. In today's problem we need to find words that can be formed by given characters. So in this question we are given an array of strings which is named as words, and we have another string which is called characters. So what we need to do, we need to find the we need to sum up the length of all the strings in the given word array, those strings which can be formed by using the characters from the string given, like the charts string, right? So for example, here cat is given, so cat can be easily formed by using cat from this string, right? So one thing to keep in mind, that we need to keep only each character, like we need to use only one character once. So for example, here tree is there, for example e can be in this string, so that cannot be formed because there is single e and we need two e's. So each character can only be used once, that thing we need to keep in mind, right? So this is a basic simple question, and what we need to do, we need to store the data about the characters, like which characters are available to us, and also we have to traverse in this array, and we have to check for each string whether that string can be formed by using that character or not. So we can easily count the characters used in that string, and that can be compared with the current characters, and we can check whether it can be formed or not, and then we can simply sum the length. So let us try to solve this question. So for example, the array is simple as cat, and then the bit is there, and then for example let us take hat is there, right? And what characters we have attach. So what we need to do, we need to check whether the given string can be formed from the characters of this string or not. So first of all, we will take a map to store the character count from for this string, right? Like how many characters are there. For example, a are 2 times, t is 1 times, c is 1 time, h is 1 time. This is clear. One question in mind, like why we need to keep the count, because we need to use each string once, right? If it is not there, like this condition is not there, if we can use a character many times, then we just need to use a set. Instead of a map, we can directly use the set and check whether that character is available or not in that string. But here we need to use it only once, that's why we need to also keep the count, right? So there is a map which will keep the count of the characters in the given string, and what we will do, we will iterate for each word in the array. What we will do, we will check like the count, we will count the we will create another map which will count the number of character used in that string. So map which will count like c is 1 times, a is 1 time, and t is 1 time. And while counting, while storing that data in the map, we will check whether that count is count of my character is greater than available, like count of that character c is greater than count of available, from the available map, right? Available map. So let's name this map as available, and this as normal word, we can make as word. So that character, the count of that character in that word is if it is at any time greater than available, then we will keep a boolean, flag, as we will set as true, like we will make it as good. So good means it can be found from those character. We will at first set as true, and if this condition fails, then we will set to false, and at last we will check whether that is good or not. If it is good, we will just add the size of the string to the answer, right? And we just need to return the answer. I hope it is clear. Very much a easy question. We just need to keep the count of available characters, and we just need to keep the while iterating over the strings array, we need to keep the count of strings character. So let us try to code this solution in Leetcode, whether it works or not. Right, so what we need to do at first, we need to take another map So it will be of character comma int, because we are storing the count of the character, and I will name this as like available right. What we need to do, we need to add the data like available characters. So we need to iterate for auto see from the given chars array. What we need to do, we need to increment the count avail of c plus plus, right. Then after getting the count, we need to take a int answer variable set to 0, because we need to return the sum of length of the all good strings, and which string is good, which can be created by using the available characters, right. So we will iterate for each word in the string to word from the words array, right. And what we need to do, as I said, we will have to take another map, unordered map, to store the count of the characters in the current word. So word I can w count, right. And what we will set a bool flag good as for true, like it will be true by default, and we will check for each character see from the word whether, like, we will increment the count of that character in the word count map c plus plus, and by incrementing we will, after then we check whether this count, like w count of c, is greater than available, like available characters count. If it is greater, then we will set good as false, right. So after setting good at false, after iterating from that map, what we will check, like if the good is still true, like this condition does not fail, then what we will do, we will increment the answer by string dot size, like the word dot size, and at last we will return the answer. So let us try to run this code whether it works or not. Right, it works fine. Let us try to submit this code. Yeah, it works fine. So we can also let us try to move back our code notepad, and we try to figure out what is the time complexity and the space complexity. So first of the time complexity is that we are iterating for each word, like here we are iterating for each word, and it can be the length of the word. Let us take n to be the length of the words array, and we are also iterating for the each character, like each character of a word. So the overall time complexity can be order of n into k, where k is the size of like each word, and n is the size of the total words length. So I have to write the order of n into k, where n is the size of words array and k is the size of each word, right. But this does not, like this is not the average case, because in average case, if we get a false, we will return, like we are directly return, we are not checking till the end, right. So this k will be not in average case, it should be some average value. What about that space complexity? We are using two maps. Obviously we are using two maps, but those maps size will be at max like 26, because there are only 26 letter, right. So those map size will be at most 26. So this is a constant map size, so the overall size complexity, space complexity, will be order of 1, like constant, right. And also what we can do to optimize this condition also, instead of using a map, we can simply use a array, like we can use a array solution, and in case while storing the count, we have to just subtract minus a, like the ASCII value of a from that char. So after that we can get the index, like the index can be obtained from character minus the ASCII value of a. So in that case we can store the count in a simple array instead of using a map. So this is the final approach, and thank you for watching.